Je vous dis que la fille de Montréal sont très merveilleuses. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
I love the women of Montreal. Okay. Anyway.
Ici Charles Vermette pour ultimefanatic.com. On s'entretient avec la voix du Fight Network, Mauro Renallo. Mauro, you're the voice of the Fight Network. We see you a lot in all the shows. It's not your first time in Montreal because you cover TKO a lot. But man, UFC's doing that big, eh?
Yeah, no doubt about it. The UFC, the first time in Canada, in Montreal. I know right now the Montreal Canadiens are kind of the hot thing in town, but George St-Pierre, Matt Serra, UFC 83 main event on Saturday night. I am so very happy to be back in Montreal. One of the main reasons, other than the UFC, I've never seen more beautiful women than I have seen here in Montreal. The ladies of Montreal are très merveilleuses. Did I say that right?
Yeah, it's
okay,
perfect.
Cool,
Thanks a lot.
Cool.
So there's going to be 22,000 people in the Bell Center. It's the biggest UFC ever, right?
No doubt about it. It is the biggest crowd ever for a UFC event. And partly and majorly, it's because of George St-Pierre and Matt Serra, the rematch. Matt Serra defeated George St-Pierre at UFC 69 last year in Houston, Texas. Now, George St-Pierre has decided upon himself that he is working with the best stand-up coaches, the best ground coaches, and I believe that regardless of what happens between Montreal and Boston, Montreal's going to have a lot to celebrate on Saturday night because GSP, I think, is going to recapture the UFC welterweight championship.
That was my next question, but you advanced me a lot. So who's going to be your co-host?
Well, we are working on having, get this, before the UFC, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern on the Fight Network, we have a guy by the name of Randy the Natural Couture and Big John McCarthy, two guys who know the UFC better than anybody else. They're going to be joining us on the Fight Network for the live pre-show. I want to just say thank you to Montreal. I've never seen so much buzz, whether it's hockey or MMA, and George St-Pierre definitely deserves it. But it is going to be a tremendous night for mixed martial arts, and it's about time that the UFC comes to Canada. And I just want to say, again, make sure you join us on Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern on the Fight Network. Big John McCarthy, Randy Couture, and, oh yeah, Mauro Renallo. That's me, baby!
So you said George St-Pierre would win, but how is he going to win?
You know what? After what George St-Pierre did to Matt Hughes in their last fight on December 29th, I think George St-Pierre right now, pound for pound, is the most dominant mixed martial artist in the world. If he can get himself acclimated mentally, I know that he was knocked out by Matt Serra last April. Having said all that, George St-Pierre right now is the prototypical mixed martial artist. If he does what he is set out to do, I think this could be over very quick. But no one wants to count out Matt Serra. Matt Serra is shorter than George St-Pierre, is probably better on the ground with his jiu-jitsu, has a very powerful right hand, but it is all about GSP in Montreal, and George St-Pierre, I believe, is going to win the title.
Mauro Renallo for Ultime Fanatic, thanks a lot, and have a good night.
Much. And all the ladies of Montreal, I am single. My address, can I give it out? Toronto. Now, Toronto's not bad as Montreal. It's catch un six. Call me, ladies. Call